Hey, how's it going, folks? Steve here at Now You Cooking TV, and today I'm going to make my grandmother's recipe of chocolate peanut butter oatmeal no-bake cookies. So first, what you're going to need, let me put my eyeballs on. First, what you're going to need is 2 cups of sugar, 4 tablespoons of cocoa, 1 stick of butter, a half a cup of milk, 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 3 cups of oatmeal, uncooked, and you're going to need some wax paper. But first, what you're going to do is, I've already got it set up. You're going to need, you put your stick of butter, your cocoa, your milk, and your sugar in this saucepan. You're going to bring it to a boil for about a minute, and then once you bring it to a boil, you add the oatmeal. Now, as you're waiting for this to boil, kind of stir it up, make sure it's all mixed up. You're going to want to keep an eye on this, because you don't want it to scorch or burn or anything of that nature. So, you just wait for let the butter melt. I've got it on somewhat between low and medium heat, but you keep stirring it. Make sure everything's mixed up, the milk, the sugar, the cocoa, and you let this butter slowly melt. And like I said, you bring this to a boil, let it boil for maybe a minute, or just as it's starting to boil, you do that, and then when it starts to boil is when you will add your oatmeal and peanut butter, and we'll get back to that in just a moment. Like I said, you want to make sure that this is stirred up, mixed up pretty good, kind of keep an eye on it. You don't want to turn your burner on high heat, because that'll be too fast and you'll have the chance of scorching and burning what's in the pot. You don't want that, because then you'll have to start all over again and it's icky and just it. So as you can see, I'm stirring it, make sure the sugar, the cocoa, the milk, and the butter is mixed up, and we're going to let this just start to boil for maybe a minute, half a minute to a minute. We're going to let it boil. As you can see here, I got my peanut butter ready to go. I got 3 cups of oatmeal ready to go. You want 1 cup of peanut butter. You can add a little bit more peanut butter, whatever floats your boat and makes your toes tingle. You know what I'm saying? And I got you'd want to put 1 tablespoon of vanilla, so I got this ready to go as soon as it starts boiling. But like I said, folks, this is my grandmother used to make these for me when I was a kid, and yeah, I was actually a kid at one time. But now I'm just an old hungry bastard that cooks stuff. So same as my cameraman Billy, that's like holding the camera for me and recording this for me. But as you can see, I'm starting it, and like I said, I got the burner on low. That way, it's easier to keep an eye on it, and make sure everything's mixed up real nice and good, and we just wait for that to boil. All right, folks, we got this boiling. Now I'm going to add 3 cups of oatmeal to it. Put that in there, and then I'm going to take the 1 cup of peanut butter, and like I said, you can always add a little bit more to it. Not a whole lot, of course, but it works good. Now, my grandmother's old recipe, she had, instead of peanut butter, of course, she had nut meats, because that was like the old school. And I'm going to use my finger, so but I'm going to do that. And now I'm going to take a tablespoon of vanilla. But yeah, back in the day they used to call peanut butter nut meats. So, you know, when I found this recipe, it called for nut meats, and of course I was kind of flabbergasted at one time because I had no clue what the hell nut meats were, and then I had to Google it and blah blah blah. Okay, we're going to turn the heat off, and we're going to take it off the heat, and I'm going to stir this up real nice, mix everything up. Like I said, once you get everything boiling, you want to add 3 cups oatmeal. You want to add the 1 cup of peanut butter and the 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And you stir this and mix it up real nice. And it's going to be rather gooey, but that's just fine. But you stir it up real good. Maybe I'll set it back on the burner just for a minute and kind of get everything going real nice. Kind of put that little extra heat at the bottom of the pan just to help mix everything up. Stirred up, mixed up real nice. You want to take your spoon, you want to take some wax paper, and you just want to spoon it on there just like this. And you let them sit and they will cool. And you can also make these in butterscotch. You follow the same recipe as this one, but you leave out the white sugar. Do not use white sugar and do not use the cocoa, but you use 2 cups of brown sugar instead, and that will make these butterscotch cookies. And this is Steve here with Billy holding the camera. Now You're Cooking TV, folks. Keep on cooking. Love you. See you.